Bitcoin Cash more profitable to mine than Bitcoin? Let's talk about that. Whoa, copyright! Welcome back to the show, guys. Currently, Bitcoin Cash is that more profitable to mine than Bitcoin is. And it's safe to say a lot of people are going to invest in what's going to make them the most money. Not many could argue with that. Actually, a lot could. There's a lot of political and a lot of philosophical reasons why people would argue with that. So let's have a look at both camps and break it down. Starting off with Bitcoin and the core development team, if we have a look at this website, they oppose the 2 megabyte block size increase. This is the wrong website. If you have a look on the left, you can see a lot of the developers and their affiliations with the core development team. And over on this side, where there's a lot of red, SegWit2x, they were all opposed. One or two even saying lol. Now, why are they opposed? Essentially, core development team wants to create a very, very safe upgrade plan. Essentially, they don't want to change a thing. You could call this a conservative approach. Some people would say over-conservative. Now, this first website does show that we do need to scale. The block size limit is currently being hit fairly consistently. There's this glass ceiling where there's too many transactions to fit in one block, and so it's going to have to go into the next one. This causes delays. We're hitting that block fairly consistently. We need to scale to get more transactions quicker. So what's the problem? Why not just increase the block size limit? Core development team think it's technically unsound to do so, and they are worried about compromising the security of the blockchain network. They would much rather implement second layer solutions, such as SegWit, to allow more transactions than simply increasing the block size. Now, they have planned to increase it in November to 2 megabytes as part of the SegWit2x agreement. However, I suppose they might not go through with it, although I think that's unlikely. Moving on to Bitcoin Cash, people state that it fulfills the original design of Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin. And those people wouldn't be wrong. Satoshi himself confirmed that the 1 megabyte block size increase was only a temporary cap to prevent spam attacks on the network. Now that the network has grown so huge, it's not at risk from those attacks anymore because they would cause the attackers to lose a lot of money. So why do we still have the limit? Essentially, consensus couldn't be agreed. So SegWit2x was a great achievement by the community in terms of agreeing something. Whether or not there are some people that don't agree with it, it certainly was an achievement in that some people decided on something. And let's not kid ourselves, this is absolutely essential. If you're going to scale to Visa levels, which is thousands and thousands of transactions per second, something big would need to change with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin Cash has an 8 megabyte block size limit. Now they're trying to make sure all transactions can stay on the network. There is the argument from a lot of people on Bitcoin Cash's camp that if the transaction isn't 100% on the blockchain of Bitcoin, then it isn't Bitcoin. And they're opposed to SegWit. This leads us, I think, onto the inevitability of a third Bitcoin. This third one would have the 8 megabyte block size of Bitcoin Cash and the SegWit of Bitcoin. The big question is, are the people behind these forks trying to help Bitcoin reach mass market adoption to free us from corrupt governments and corrupt bankers, or are they looking to make a quick buck? I'll let you be the judge. Now, the recent price increase for Bitcoin Cash has inevitably led to some people selling. As this person publicly stated on Twitter, just sold Bitcoin Cash at 668. Thank you to all the fools that bought it. Wait, what's Bitcoin Cash at the moment? 883? I pity the fool that pities the fool. I got a kick out of that one. Having a look at the market though, we can see Bitcoin has fallen from around 4,400 to 4,050, fallen 5% in the last 24 hours. Not much green activity in the top except for Bitcoin Cash, which we know has absolutely rocketed. If you take a look at the 24-hour volume for Bitcoin Cash, over 4 billion, pretty sure that's the crypto world record for volume in the last 24 hours. So that is no easy feat. If we have a look where the money's coming from, about 50% of it from Korea. Everything else quite widely distributed. But that is where a lot of the money is coming from. If you're watching this channel from Korea, hello to you. Can you tell us why you guys like it so much? I'm watching this whole thing unfold, and it's pretty interesting to see. And having a look at the rest of the market, you could describe it as a buyer's market, as everything else is down. Doesn't seem to be like a good time to cash out whatsoever. And this makes sense because until people figure out what's going on with Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, I just don't see altcoin markets taking off, not while there's this level of uncertainty. I do think it's dangerous for Bitcoin to continually fork in the future, having an impact on its future momentum. How much, though, is very difficult to say. We've already seen one fork, and then after that, Bitcoin took off, almost as if it was making up for the fact that it came down just before the fork. What would happen if Bitcoin Cash split into two? How would that affect Bitcoin, if at all? Now, if you were to ask me if I thought Bitcoin is going to continue to rise, then I just need to show you this. Here is some technical analysis with Elliott wave theory combined with Fibonacci retracement lines. As soon as a price dips to about here, then this instantly happens. Where that is, 2,000, 3,000, 3,500, who knows where Bitcoin's new floor is, but there will be a certain point where everyone would buy in because they think it's a steal. So Bitcoin has this huge support behind it. Where the support level is at the moment seems to be 4,000. We just crossed 11,000 subscribers, guys. Wow. Thank you so much. This is really, really amazing. And I'm so appreciative of everyone that watches my videos. I know that you could be watching any other video, but you're watching mine. And that means a lot to me. I try and read every comment, and the likes are just, the love's ridiculous. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one.